Hello and welcome to this Let's Play series of Satisfactory. Completed the game with a group of friends, really enjoyed it, and they begged me, just asked over and over that I do a little Let's Play series just to go over some of the stuff that I created, and they really enjoyed what we set up. I have a video about the wonderful bus I set up for the mall so that you could grab anything you wanted, and great way of kind of merging all your construction if you need to. So we'll be working towards that. I'm going to start in the grass field. Great little place for a beginner. Also, just wanted to skip the intro. There's some good storyline stuff there. I recommend if you haven't, you should um, you should do that. It's just kind of a fun, adds a little extra little pizzazz to everything. Um, we're not in a great little. There could be disruptions and all that stuff. Apologize for that. This is a let's play, not a full on tutorial or anything like that. We'll be going over several of the things. Feel free to ask questions and all that fun stuff. Alright, we're going to start the game. Give this a go. I'm Valkyrio with an Gothic Gaming Group. So, just set that as the name. Starting out in the beautiful fields. Grab these two things. Okay, so, first thing when you start a game is always be gathering. Uh, you're gonna need all these leaves and things.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Access to the map yet. Even though all the interruptions.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Holding V brings up your scanner. You can use that. Got neighbors walking around. So unprofessional. Bit I am not familiar with. Okay. So there's that. So normally I like to set up. Huh. Like the cattails. Yeah, always be collecting. You're gonna want all this leafy stuff because it's gonna power our industry. Um, done a few of these already. As I've talked about, played it way before it came out in 1.0, and then played a multiplayer game with the friends. So I kind of have an idea of where I want to build. Yeah, delayed knockback on my part. Thanks.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Do those there. Be back for you. The bushes and whatnot, as long as you haven't built anything right up on them, they will come back. But the trees and whatnot, when those are gone, which is always a little bit sad. It's a live Let's Play, so it may not be full of action and whatnot. We can certainly, and we will, I think, a little bit later, we can turn off aggression if we want to. And actually, we can. The game can be a little bit buggy. So I would come into gameplay and just keep everything. I don't know how many times my friends and I, mainly before 1.0 came out, but there's oftentimes, like, if you're jumping when you get killed or whatever, that your bag will sink through the floor and you'll have to go through a whole bunch of shenanigans. There's a great website that you can load your save file into to kind of move the bags around so they can be accessed and whatnot. But it just, for terms of, like, do you want to spend 45 minutes regathering your stuff when you're recording for people? We're going to go ahead and skip that and all that. Pre-clearing up these places. A little bit of this down, but it will be moved later. This thing ever. Some things. What do I want first? Foundations would be great. Splitters are going to be more important just because they're going to make everything easier. Start flapping some biomass. Just because it lasts a lot longer than putting rare, raw leaves and what stuff. Biomass. We can do this, and let's set up the first little thing until we have splitters. Oh, because they're in my hand. No, I've used them all. Special workshop. We'll work mine. One of these per mining thing. You start out with 4 of them. You saw I slapped them down on occasional things, just because it'll be a little bit before I'm gonna get the iron going first. Yeah, iron first, then the cement, and then we're gonna get over to the copper in just a little bit. Oop. Don't want to queue that up. I want to build it. So, one of those fun little. We don't have the thing yet. I'd say. So it will be making 60, but the smelters can only run 30 at a time. So until we get those splitters, it's just gonna be a 1-to-1. If we hold control, it'll auto align this for us. Back here, the power lines, you know, instead of building a power line and then linking it, if you press default number 2 for power lines, it'll automatically either attach or create a new power line for you. One thing to note is at the beginning you only have 4 connections, so you know, you're gonna have a lot of power lines in your early factory. Just yeah. Oh. How's we making this? Making this stuff so slowly. What? Stuff these weaves. Then we're gonna make a constructor. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have splitters, so we're just doing a straight line. Things. We're gonna do plates. We're gonna do rods. Up. F to deconstruct. I only filled up one, so that's about right. I was all right. Guys going. So we can see each one of these produces 20 megawatts. We are currently using 22. We'll probably go up to 30 when we got that. That's making plates. That's making rods. Come on. Where are we gonna find rods? Hey, look, rods! How timely the rods are. Look at this. Okay. Plates, rods, go. Have those. Grab any of these. Okay, so we have a little bit of automation going on. That's great. It's a good start. We'll have, so we can automate that. You hit the spacebar once and it'll start auto constructing this. Or I wish I could just kind of fast forward in time for everyone, right? Do 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 do. Deep inside of me, girl, you got me thirsty for another iron ingot. Make some rods out of you, babe. I don't got a splitter. If I did, I'd make some faster. See if I get DMC'd for that, right? When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm done a factory. Build up to 100, and then we'll make some rods. Run around for hunky down. I'm probably gonna run some power lines over to the copper to at least start getting wire and cable going. Sorry, I'm a percussionist. Am I a percussionist? I don't know if it was once a percussionist, always a percussionist thing. Uh huh. That for later. That for later. Now I know where this place is just because I've started here several times and have a good memory. But again, you can always hold up the V button, scan for whatever it is you're looking for. In this case, copper. But since we're here, take it back. Those materials, and I think getting copper running is going to be more important to well-being. Ugh. Automated miner. Pick it up. Build an extra pole so make sure we have extra connectors. You're starting your thing. We are going to smelt. Get some money. Walk. Mother cables. Mother cables! Um, Time to go pick up more leaves, right? The handy dandy. Bum, 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 bum. Collecting, grabbing all these leaves. Likely we will not have that much. 5 megawatts of production available to us, or capacity. So we're probably gonna expansion. Power down, right? So our base gives us 20 per, but these are 30 per. Thank you. How out of thing? Oh no, really out of things. Okay, let's make some wire. So, in the series, we'll go over making a bus. That's gonna be really the biggest part once we get steel unlocked. That'll be when we start prioritizing making a bus. Like I said, feel free to ask all the questions. That's to assist. So we're making wire so we can make things to make more wire automatically. So we don't have to be in these screens, right? That's what the whole mall is going to be about. Yeah, okay. Finding Ethereum so that we can upgrade the power poles is also going to be high on the list of things I want to do. Hopefully within that first hour, we got that unlocked. Done. Okay, so we vastly increased what we can make. I need to make plates. Reinforced iron plates. Screws. And 20 of those. That's great. Pick up more rods. Fun stuff. we're gonna get the wire going. We're gonna get at least one of the concrete things going, and then we're gonna focus on getting the logistics so that we can do splitters, so we can double, triple, quadruple our production. Man, a lot of that's just, unfortunately, this early game is just staring at the screen, right? Oh, do, do. Fortnite. Oh, cables. I looked at those like I'll do cables later. I don't need those now. Ooh. Second. Look at those. Looks like those. Brilliant. 60, no scope. I don't have a gun. Plus, none of the guns that they have scopes. So, bushes? Very annoying when your factory shuts down because you ran out of fuel. So, uh, and we're holding down control. Thing. 15 to 30. I forget how many cable. I need, yeah, so I don't. That's what I'm going. I don't want that yet. I do want that yet, but just keep outputting. Uh, Starting. Go see the non-live YouTube thing. I don't know. Be nice. Uh, Concrete is one of those fun things where you don't have to smelt it. In the beginning, though, it is very slow. I mean, it's 45 per minute, and this only gives us 30 per minute. I do have that, so start building that for me now. I went ahead and started building the other one too, right? Because a lot of these recipes are going to need like 300, 400 concrete as well for the logistics and whatnot. So having that up and ready is great. So right now, everything we need for this is being made automatically for us. Maybe not as quickly as we want, but thus is life. Thing part of that is the purity of the right. This is an impure limestone, which only gives us 30 per minute. So it would be better if we had a better purity, right? It would be doing more than the 30, so then we could actually fill this thing fully. When we get power slugs, we can. Man, bush. The bush. You get everything back when you deconstruct things, so. Oh, wrong thing. Not the end of the world, you just slap down. It's really, like, since that is the case, I guess they're leaning into the. I guess they're leaning more into the Minecraft mentality of, oh, you need a workbench to do this, blah blah blah. But I don't know. We have nano machines and all that stuff. It probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to just. I guess you can't really craft anything straight out of your inventory, right? I take it back. Maybe it would be the worst thing in the world. Well, I mean, you can make buildings, right? Uh, we'll let that run. We've got wires going, but I think we're gonna be hand making a lot of wires here. So I apologize for that up front. Book open. You can ask me any questions. Okay. All right. Give me some wire after midnight. Do 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 do. There's someone out there. Uh, 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 uh. Give me some more after midnight. I will oftentimes, like once you get kind of set up and whatnot, and you get a build sometimes it's good to like go take a break and let the factory run and just auto produce everything. I don't think there's a get to X stage uh, in X amount of time achievement or anything you have to worry about. And if you did, you'd be doing this entirely different. Uh, but yeah, early game woes. Give me some. Almost melted through all this. God dang it. Then we got all these wires. Then we can have logistics, and then we can expand and double everything and murder our power network. Optimizing, and the mines produce 60 ore. Smelters only use 30 ore. So at the very least, we want 2 smelters. And then we're gonna start setting up production to automate some of the plates. Pause here. About unlocking logistics.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Yes. The early game grind. Hopefully between this and then I guess we might as well just do the iron, so we do a big cut. That should set us up for a little bit of time. Our plates are gonna be the struggle. Bump, 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 bump. Tonto, jump on it, jump on it. Iron ingot, jump on. I wonder how that would work, like as a drone, right? Because you see a lot of the drones now. They got the four quadrants. Um, thing for like the physics behind that, right? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Back up to 100 plates. And I'll probably do rods to do the screws here. No. Double. Oops. To our oh, deck. Yeah. Slap a spitter. Uh, Splitter. Here, turn straight. Yeah. Uh. Ugh. Hurt about the early game. We'll play. Oh, yeah, look at that. So, we're doubling our plates. Woohoo! Um, so rods are different because, um, right, this produces 30. Each smelter produces 30. Rod only needs 15. Uh, uh, Doubling up Turn off straight mode. Eh, great. So what I'm gonna do here is, and I'm middle mouse clicking that to copy. Whatever your mouse is over. If you middle mouse click it, then it's gonna kind of create a copy mode. Unfortunately, it doesn't copy like the settings. It's interesting. Like if you do that, and there are power slugs in there or whatnot, um, then it will copy the power slugs, right? It's just a weird device. Um, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually split it. I need to know member is screws. Okay, so we need 10 iron rods per minute to make 40 screws. One of these is going to make 15 iron rods. So, um, it's only going to do half a thing of plates, but don't like I said, we don't need iron rods really. Cables again. Uh, these screws here. No, let's start making screws before we make screws. Hey, glitter in here. Um, we'll run into a little bit of problems because now we're making more screws. Belt can only, we can talk about logistics and the conveyor belt, and this conveyor belt can only do 60 resources per minute. So merging these two together isn't going to help because we're going to be making 80 of an item. So, fortunately, I'm going to have to slap two of these down. One for each for the moment until we upgrade higher tier, which will be a little bit. I'm going to grab these. Okay, so that's making. Let's go ahead and increase production on our wire. copper and wire facility. That makes screws for us. Cable. Second splitter. Oh, backwards? No, that's a merger, not a splitter. Do that all the time. Copy. Ugh. Um, what do you? Would be a lot better if there's a technology that we'll wanna do that. Oh shoot. Okay. Nope. My bad. I forgot again. That like the iron rods, these use 15 per minute. Um, so each smelter two things. So, which is perfect because we need kind of the ratio we need. I need blah, blah. I need that to power this. Make me some cables so I can just make things. All the fun stuff, right? Thank you. These cables. Okay, now I can power the smelter. Yeah, I'm ready for blueprints already, huh? Oh, way more cable. Okay. 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 Constructor. Not, I guess because I'm not on concrete, so it's not snapping as well as it might. So we've got yes. Brilliant. You're gonna go here. Oh. Uh Control C and Control V do work, so we could have, set this to wire, done all that fun stuff. That it's just 30 minutes. Okay, so this will be good for a storage container. Materials. I'll have to go build some more power stuff. Double your construction, you're gonna double all your construction needs or your power needs, right? Up to something? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go figure out what we need to do. possible. It's been about an hour, 30 minutes or so we could run out of biofuel and something. Guessing just we almost tripled our demands. So. Max consumption went above capacity. Yeah, did not make the jump. Sorry, getting screws since I'm here. I like to build up as much as possible, so getting off the ground is kind of a big. Ooh, so it's kind of both, right? Like we're getting low on biomass, so it's a very good chance. Need biomass, but this at least should back up. Capacity higher than max consumption. Great. So we're making everything, and that's really important, right? Maybe at a point in the game that I like to call like leapfrog, right? We've stabilized a bit. Um, so everything we have or need, we pretty much have.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies.
Now we
Potential
have
technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
just the good stuff, is what they're saying. Ah, yeah. So the MAM also gives us some extra stuff to play with. It's going to give us the Caterium, which let us do quick wire and all that fun stuff. Slap this down. Our next thing is going to be cement. Stuff.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would. I see that I'm talking too slow for your taste.
Oh, that's new.
I hope that was enlightening.
Yeah, that's great. Love it. 10 out of 10. Do again, I guess. Oh, here we go. Bit of a leaf gab field trip. Wish I had the chainsaw. This is where having a bunch of friends really, really helped with this process. you're in that early game, and it's like, okay, everybody go out and start gathering leaves. So we ended up having a pretty good, steady supply of leaves. I'd say, like, fully filling everything gives you about an hour. Uh, Chainsaw, you can do these trees, and the trees give you significantly more biomass, and it does like a area of effect as well. So it also get all these leaves and bushes. Again, though, uh, trees are non-replenishable. So once you mine that out, cut down a tree, they do not come back during the game unless something weird happens. Said that there are several renewable resources for energy in the game, so once we get to those, it's like phase 3. Um, my legs. That really? Just these real quick, and then we'll grab sheets and whatnot. Did not take long to get several stacks of biomass, so like you're not too enslaved to it, but it just makes like life easier if you're always going out and gathering. I didn't look 6.67 per minute. Hopefully that's lower than these. Yeah, okay. Because it produces less power. So I was like, oh, should we not be feeding those? Here it is. It doesn't matter. Nothing really matter. Anyone can see. Plates. 3. So these are making 15 per minute. We got 3 of those. I have 2 of these. Yeah, but these are eating 2. Okay, so I'll just grab them from here. So it's not that we're not producing. It's just it just hasn't backed up a lot. And a lot of people will talk to you about optimization, all that stuff. If you're backing up, then you're not optimized. But early game, it never hurts to go. Oh, I need 500 bars. Boom, 500 bars. Right? Like we don't need to fiddle around and wait. Yo, we don't need to fiddle around and wait.
Milestone reached. Several new
I'm gonna do
structures are
this.
now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
You want to hunt and a leaf gathering mission while this is off. We'll find that Caterium. Yes. Probably don't have enough, but we'll see. No, you're full. You're full. We're gonna reach out and grab you. Oh, you know what? Can't gather leaves, which is kind of more important at the moment. If I'm doing that construction, so I guess I could build that out and then leaves back. Is that what I should be doing? Yeah, I guess so. Oop, I was not faster than that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pathway up here I can take. Go into the Caterium. There's some Caterium there, but we're gonna go straight to the source here. Because again, I have played the game before, and I have a pretty good memory, so I know where it is. Boop. You to the Caterium more. Ooh, bacon. Grab some bacon first. Bacon or agaric. Eat some mushroom. Eat some veal
Potential
chicken.
edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
But it's called bacon. It couldn't be bad, right? If it's called bacon, just so just unlocked foundations. Bad news is we just unlocked foundations. No, the bad news would be I left a bunch of stuff back at base. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ba-da-boom. Back. Getting back is for losers. Okay. Do that. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, right. Yeah, no need to plug that in because we don't even have. I can't smelt it yet. I kind of set that up. Pressing R here reverses which, right, if you're doing input or output. Very, very good thing to know. What's that up? I'm gonna stop there just because this thing needs a ladder, right? Uh, Yeah. 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 Oh yeah, that's what the Zoop do. That's what the Zoop do, eh? Ooh, ooh. Well, we'll grab this stuff too. Like I picked it up and it didn't. But
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
getting all this stuff. That's kind of what we set out for. What is this? That looks like okay. It's definitely one that's added like later in the game. It's not like Terrium where they're like, oh hey, this could be useful. Oh, maybe. Uh, yeah. You can't use it until you get to that phase. So. Oh no! Ow! Can't feel my legs. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Cannot believe grabbing stuff to make. So we can unlock obstacle clearing. So we can go with the chainsaw. What? The mother trucking chainsaw. Damn it. So come and get it. Who said? Now we can scan it. That's what teach us how to
The
smelt it.
metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance. Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available. This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Da. All this stuff. Bauxite, we can just get rid of. Or needing Caterium. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should have enough other materials. Do. All right, we got supplies, yo. What's that? We automate. We let the automate run. We don't have to. Dun, dun, dun. We're gonna need that because we're gonna start platforming, moving all this stuff, optimizing a little bit here and a little. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I shouldn't. I keep. There's a technology we unlock. Spoiler. That lets you jump higher and run faster, and I'm kind of used to that, so that's why I'm stumbling around a little bit.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and
The
coral
motherfucking
foliage.
chainsaw.
Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
I'm on. We're staring at things being constructed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum. Um, Stack of those is just better. Okay, so start. Click, click my mouse. Basic roll. Zoop. Go. No, so we want this height. That's gonna be our first floor, right? First real resource sink, I think. Here we're gonna set up power production over here. That's kind of what we're doing. Made a lot of this. Said that. I'm also going to grab this. We're going to move that up there. Maybe. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. That's the game. Just, I restarted the game. Let a new game. Y'all watch me. Documented. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So not as bad. Double layered something, I guess. Ramp. What are you gonna ramp? Just want the ramp, ramp, ramp. Okay. Lots of these. Go big or go home, right? Actually, let's live that life, right? Splitter, splitter. You go in there. Boop. Get him holding the control button. Gives me the guidelines that hey, there's stuff there. Great. Huh. Huh. So the reason why I like if I can get away with doing it this way, I do it this way first. I'm gonna use less resources because it still counts the space inside the splitter. If you run a big long line of conveyor belt first, and then you slap splitters on it, like that little bit of conveyor line that's inside the splitter still is there. So I mean you know, if you're into min maxing, ultimate way to min max is by doing it this way. But the main reason I do it is when we upgrade our belts, right? We unlock tier 2 belts and all that fun stuff. We're gonna have a lot of trouble because sometimes when you upgrade the belt, it doesn't get that little bit that's inside. And so you think you have upgraded the entirety of your belt, and it turns out you didn't. And that is very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Very annoying, yeah. Boop. Ah, I'll pop it on there. Connecting that. Connecting that. Connecting this. 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 Oh. Oh. That should be good for the moment. Putting, well, I'm gonna slap that in here for now. But we're gonna change this to what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our automation for biomass, right? And for solid biofuel specifically. And so we're gonna set this up, and it's gonna turn biomass into biofuel. I'm gonna this one, this here. Okay, so that's gonna start working. So the trick is, um, they, probably for entity IDs and databases and whatnot, they have set it up so that um, biomass is produced in two different ways. So we actually have to have two different constructors set up here together. And what we have to do is, so biomass wood. So we'll have a box that we dump our wood into, and biomass leaves. And that way, it'll make it from there. We don't have oil yet, so like any, the other things you can make biomass out of, wood. I want those things, so um, yeah. This power. Okay, so when we go out on our big rampages again, collect a bunch of um, leaves and wood. Now we can just dump it here, and it'll automate it. It'll merge it together and put it in as biomass. The biomass will then get converted into solid biofuel. The biofuel will then automatically be put into our bio engines or generators. So now that we've got that going, expansion on this, and if we need to grow it out, we can. Okay. This over here. So we've automated that. We've got Caterium. We're going to unlock a bunch of that in the MAM. But I think we're going to take a break here. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half. We'll cut this and do all the good stuff.